The BILT Mastercard is not just a card to pay your rent. It's a travel card. Was that good? Did they hear me in the back? Okay, now that we got that out of the way, in this video, I'll be going over why so many have the BILT card all wrong. Why it's not only a great card for any travel strategy, but just a great card, period, and you should have one. But before we get into all that, hi, I'm Lonnie, and in my opinion, BILT is not a credit card company that has rewards. It's a rewards company that has a credit card. And when you think of it like this, you better understand why the Points Guy just awarded the BILT Mastercard as the #1 $0 annual fee card for 2023, as it's one of the most versatile credit cards on the market when it comes to earning points for travel. Now, the traveler and point stacker in me loves this card, and I'll be going over how I use this card to my advantage so you can do it too. But first, I need to explain what is the BILT Mastercard. Let's talk about it. To understand the full context and the reason why the BILT card is so popular, it's important to address that over 35% of the US population rent their home. That's roughly 114 million people where their highest expense category every month goes towards a roof. This is where BILT comes in, a company that allows renters to earn travel points on rent payments without paying any additional processing fees. And this is what makes it sound like a rent card, but it's not. Why not, you ask? Great question. Well, the first thing to point out is that they advertise themselves as a card you can pay your rent with. And yes, on the surface it is, but as long as your landlord or apartment can accept credit cards, you can always pay your rent with a credit card. And that's why it's not. As I mentioned before, when you do this, you're charged a processing fee, meaning you pay a little bit more for your monthly payment because you used a credit card, but at least you're getting points, including points for that added processing fee. Regarding this, the BILT card will provide 1 point per dollar on rent payments. But if you were to pay with a different card like Chase Freedom Unlimited or Citi Double Cash Back, you'd get 1.5 or even 2 points per dollar instead. So then to entice you, BILT waives that processing fee. And depending on how much your rent is, this could save you a small chunk of money every month. It's not lost to me how hard the economy can be right now. We all need to save every dollar we can. And that's what I think is the smartest part about BILT's approach. Because yes, you may lose out on an additional point, but you'll save $100, $200 a month. And if you live in a complex or have a landlord that does not accept credit cards, BILT will provide you a checking account or routing number to pay with. Or if that's not available, they'll mail a check to your landlord on your behalf, and you'll see it as a transaction on your statement, just as if you paid with your card directly. They made sure to create a very simple and inclusive process for all renters and landlords out there. But what if you own your home or don't rent? Then great, doesn't matter. We'll get into this later, but you can still be rewarded for the other perks and benefits of the card, and there's a lot of them. Look, BILT's business model is to help renters become homeowners. They even allow you to use your BILT points towards the closing costs for when you're ready to take that sweet path to home ownership. But that aside, if BILT is a rent card and their goal is to help renters become homeowners, this would mean they are actively pushing their consumer base away, and that would be a horrible business model. Hey, use our product, and while you're at it, put us out of business too. Speaking of that, I have some business I need to handle too. I can't give you any BILT points, but you can earn some extra brownie points with me by hitting that subscribe button. Also, if you already have the BILT card, say so down in the comments and I'll heart it. And if you don't have the card yet, I'll provide my referral link in the description if you're interested. All right, back to it. And that takes me to my next point. What makes this a travel card? And dare I say a great one? Well, there are 4 things that all travel cards have in common. Earning points from various spend categories, a travel portal which you can use said points towards travel expenses, a selection of travel partners to transfer your earned points to as a redemption option, and provides travel benefits. Earning points is self-explanatory, and I'll get into this in a second. I first want to talk about transfer partners, as BILT has some of the best, most valued partners within their roster, including American Airlines. No one is a partner with American. To use your points or miles with them, you either have to have an American Airlines card or do some backdoor transferring booking with Avios or British Airways, something like that. American is not even my go-to airline, and I will still give BILT props for this one. Now, Other value partners include United, Air France, Emirates, and hotel partners such as IHG, Hyatt, and just recently added Marriott. A very good list of heavy hitters, and that's not even the entire list. And that pairs well with their travel benefits, which is usually some type of travel insurance or trip delay coverage. And on top of already having no foreign transaction fees, this card offers both. If your trip is interrupted, canceled, or delayed, for a select reason, you could receive up to $5,000 reimbursement for that trip. And for rental cars, they offer primary rental car insurance. And this is the good kind of rental car insurance. Let me explain. When you rent a car, the rental company would try to upsell you on auto collision damage waiver coverage. This is in case you get into an accident or damage a car in any way. It'll be covered. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because if you decide to decline this, with most cards, rental car insurance is offered as secondary, meaning you would have to use your personal car insurance first, and anything that your personal insurance doesn't cover, the credit card company would then come in like a backup to support the rest of the claim. But with primary insurance, your coverage kicks in right away, as long as you paid for the rental car with your BILT card. Now, this benefit is nothing new. It can be found on numerous cards, but those cards usually come with an annual fee, whereas the BILT card has no annual fee. And that's not all. The BILT card continues to differentiate itself in multiple other ways as well, such as how you earn points. And this is how they separate themselves from other travel cards, which I love because it's so unconventional. Usually, cards have a static way of approaching this. This means your earning categories are always the same. X points per dollar on dining, Y points per dollar on travel, Z points per dollar on gas, and so on. But BILT has a more dynamic approach with their points, meaning they provide various ways to earn. The first and main way is rent day rewards, where you earn double points on all transactions, except for rent, the first day of the month. But this would mean you get 4 points versus 2 on travel, 6 points versus 3 on dining, and 2 points on all other purchases where it's normally just 1. Additionally, as a rewards company, they have partnered with other well-known companies like Lyft and SoulCycle to provide additional points as well. This could range from an extra 2 points per dollar when taking a Lyft to 10 points per dollar when booking a bike for a SoulCycle class. As for dining, BILT has partnered with a vast selection of restaurants across major cities like New York, Boston, Chicago, and San Francisco, just to name a few. But there's a whole lot more than that. And if you dine at one of these partner restaurants, you'll get additional points on top of the 3 you'd get from dining anyway. And the joy of this is, you don't have to use your BILT card to pay. They have this thing called BILT Wallet, where you add any and all of your credit cards, and if you use any card in your wallet instead, you'll still earn points. In fact, you'll earn points just for adding cards to your BILT Wallet. See? A rewards company that has a credit card. And the last way you can earn points is from what I call random promotions. Every so often, BILT will provide various games or targeted email offers to earn extra points. I just recently received a targeted offer via email that allowed me to earn up to 5,000 points for various cell phone, internet, or streaming providers simply by making a purchase. And remember when I talked about their large list of transfer partners? Well, just like BILT Wallet, they'll give you 100 points for every account you link. I've never flown Cathay Pacific. I don't know if I ever will, but I know I got 100 points for creating and linking an account. So when it comes to everyday spend and how I use the card, I like to plan my purchases ahead. And I do this for 2 reasons. 1, to earn points, you have to have at least 5 transactions on your card every month. This is simple to do, just use your card 5 times. There's no spend requirement. Last month, I added $1 to my Amazon account to ensure I hit my 5 transactions, and it worked. But 2, I hold off on making large purchases until the first of the month. For example, I just bought a new couch. Because I couldn't get extra points from the retailer I purchased it from, I waited till the first of the month to ensure I got 2 points per dollar. For you, this could be anything. Buying a new coffee table, do it on the first. Booking a trip, do it on the first. Want to take that special someone out to that fancy restaurant? Definitely do it on the first. So as you see, BILT is not just a credit card company, it's a travel rewards company that happens to have a credit card. Everyone can benefit from this card no matter if you rent or not. And with their list of partners and no annual fee, it's a great card to pair with almost any other card in your setup. If you're still working on your setup, then check out one of these videos and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.